Okay. Hi. Hello and welcome to the Wellness Agents. We're thriving in a changing world, and there is always more to learn, is what we are about. I'm Karen.
And I'm Sarah, and today we're playing.
Yeah, the world's got too serious. It's just
Yeah,
got too serious, and it's
yeah.
time
Did you
that
check out
to
the?
be a little bit silly.
It took
Yeah,
me a long
Sarah
time
spent
to do this.
you spent hours
I
at the
did,
hairdresser.
and let's just let a little bit more, a little bit more.
How'd they get the widow's peak? Because I've never known you to have a widow's peak with in your forehead, but there you go. And
Now,
I've never,
if I was to add these, I'm a few days late, but I know it was International Women's Day recently, and I think this purple and green, I think they would have been the colours, wouldn't they?
oh, and red. You'd need some
And red.
red
Oh,
as
hang
well.
on, I have a bit of red. I could have just added a little ponytail, and that would have been a good look, wouldn't it, for the day?
Beautiful. It's truly beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
wish
my
I'd
lovely
gone out with that.
golden locks. Yeah. Spent hours at the hairdresser growing my hair.
Oh, it's a head full of hair, Karen. It's a head.
I don't know that I've certainly never had curls, so I quite like that. And I just felt, unicorn.
And the unit and the little ears. You've got these lovely little ears. Let me
Yes, they're on
see.
my glasses. I feel a
Um,
little bit Dame Edna.
I could I
So,
could I could add a little adornment.
oh, look at that. You've
Look,
got your own.
yeah, I've got one, but I don't know about that. It sort of detracts from the
Whether it's the look.
whether
Mm.
it's the look. No, we take it
So
off. I
the
don't know.
importance of laughter, Sarah, or just being a little bit silly, like, I don't know. Well, I do know. I've been in a bit of a funk, and there's a lot of us feeling that the energy's really, really heavy at the moment, and not
Yeah.
just for ourselves personally, but feeling the world's a little bit heavy.
It is. And
So
collectively,
it's
I think there's a collective sense that we're very tired and, it's like, come on, it's time to lighten up. I think there's a lot of people struggling on many levels, on many
yeah,
levels. And
yeah.
really, as adults, when did we stop playing? When did we decide that that's kids stuff? Karen and I had a lot of fun just shopping for these lovely adornments, didn't we?
We did.
We did.
And
However,
it was actually hard to find a
yes.
good mohawk.
Yes, they had to be ordered in specially. Like, look,
I
that's
had to go
special,
online for the mohawk
the
because
special
as
one.
much as some of the local shops advertised they had it, they were telling untruths.
Yeah, well, we actually did go into a toy shop, but we didn't find anything adult available, did we? Like,
No, no.
and
Probably the best thing we could have done were the puppets, but
yes,
we didn't want to spend that much money. But they were
no,
very nice puppets. But
we could do a puppet show one day, but we might make the puppets.
my son could run a workshop on that because he makes his own puppets for his film work.
But the
But
message
yeah,
we wanted to get across was, yeah, lighten up. What did you used to do as a kid that made you laugh? What could you do you have any memories when you just did that silly stuff? And what was that? What was that spontaneous laughter, that spontaneous play? What was that for you? It's worth reflecting on to see what
mm,
what memories you can evoke, and can you evoke that laughter and playfulness and get a sense of what that feels like, because it changes the whole chemical structure within your whole being, which is what we need. We need to lighten up. We need to reduce the stress hormones and bring in the playful ones. I think I had enough of these.
but
Now.
even the action of smiling, what
Yes,
that does, the muscles use that the action of actually smiling can make a difference. And sometimes it's fake it while you make it. I think I just
yes.
dropped in just a tick.
Oh, see what's happening down there. Definitely. I mean, and it is fake it till you make it. And there's a lot of research on available. And I know Dr. Candace Pert has done research on body posing. And I talk about it in, oh, it is Easter coming up. Body
And
pose
St. Pat's Day.
and St.
It's
Pat's. Oh,
coming.
they'd have to bring the glasses back. We're into St. Pat's now. Women's Day's gone, but actually, I've got a little more adornment for Pat's Day. But we can put them on. The little four-leaf clovers. We could all use a bit more luck, I'm sure. But getting back to that, yes, body posing. If you hold a pose, she actually did some research and proved that if you hold a pose, and that's why we spend time in the mountain pose in the yoga classes that I teach, because after 3 minutes, you start to take on those qualities. So if you want to hold center, stand still, reground, it's like hold that for 3 minutes and then start to feel the chemical changes in your body. And she did it with people doing the classic open body posture, closed body posture, and what that's doing to the chemicals in the brain. So very interesting research. I'll put a link. I'll see if I can find a link and put it in the bottom of this to show that we can fake it till we make it. So these sorts of funny things are worthwhile, even if you're totally not in the mood, because after a while, you just can't help but, have a bit of a chuckle, really. Karen, I think I dropped something. I dropped something too. Hang on.
So, because so many people are suffering at the moment, with just feeling like we've had enough, there's a lot of pretty sick people out there, or lonely, or
Oh,
I got
boy, the mohawk fell off. Yes. I can't really see what's going on now. I can't see you because I couldn't have my glasses on as well. So be like the blind leading the blind now. But yes, maybe a little bit of adornment. I have a couple of hair pieces that might suit this.
Well, my actual hair has gone
Oh, no,
wild because
look, this cheap. Well, I better not swear, but look, it's broken. I just pulled it off the clip.
that's not good.
It's quality purchases we've made.
I mean, we spent so much money on it. It's like, that's not okay.
Not
But
okay.
what we do have to
We'll
be
get those.
aware of is with our friends and the people that we share our lives with, that, people are suffering. They're not traveling well.
They're not.
And we
No.
have our own moments of not traveling well. And if you're the one that's supporting someone not traveling well, and then you're feeling like you're not traveling well, where do you go with that?
Yeah.
Like it can become quite lonely.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So I think sometimes sharing that, because we all get into those funks and you sort of go into your own shell a little bit and withdraw. And it's not until perhaps someone else is brave enough to share it, or you're in a situation where you're asked to share it, that you realize, oh, hang on a minute. Well, that's exactly how I've been feeling. And well, that changes it. It's sort of like it doesn't take it away, but sometimes the shared experience is certainly a lightening of the load.
Well, the wisdom of my mother was a problem shared is a problem halved. And I know that's not her statement. Other people use it, but there is value to that.
Yeah.
That not like that misery likes company. It's more that then you realize that you're not doing the journey on your own. And
It's important.
the importance of reaching out and getting help with what aligns with you. Like when I was working as a nurse, but also just in general conversation, but mainly when I was working as a nurse, if I had that intuition that somebody was really going to benefit from getting some energy work, wouldn't necessarily recommend kinesiology up front, because for some people kinesiology is just too weird. It doesn't matter that it came out of scientific research. It's dealing with stuff that they can't see, so therefore it's scary. So I used to recommend reflexologists and just say, you're just getting a foot massage. Well, you're not just getting a foot massage, you're getting a lot more. But if the person wasn't comfortable with entertaining the idea of uh, um, working with energy, then they could convince themselves that they were just working with uh, getting a foot massage.
Yes,
But they're
yeah,
actually
yeah, yeah.
getting reflexes reset. I mean, reflexology is brilliant for people that might suffer back pain and can't bear the idea of someone touching them on
Yes,
their.
yeah,
And same
yeah,
with kinesiology. I mean, I don't have to work with the back to work with the back, which sounds a bit double Dutch, but it's true. And then
yeah,
the work you do, Sarah, like with your Shirodara and Reiki and
yeah.
but also your yoga therapy stuff, it's not necessarily targeting the area where the physical pain is,
No,
where the work has to happen,
yeah,
um, because it could be that they're too tight in the jaw, but we've got
yeah.
to work in the pelvis or the other way around or the shoulders. And we've got to get back to that whole holistic stuff, of which being a bit silly at times.
It's part of. Yeah, it is. It is part of. And it's just raising the vibration, you know. It does all come down to that energy management, really, in the end, doesn't it? And how you manage your vibe, how you manage it comes back to we've had a talk about prana, where's your prana? And it's that life force, and it's like managing your energetic levels moment by moment. And I like yoga for that, because if you have a look at the link for Dr. Candace Pert and how putting yourself in those positions, as soon as you start moving your body in whatever way, you don't even have to know yoga poses. It could be just you gently twist, or you roll forward into a forward bend and up again, and you're moving your spine and moving your arms and clearing out what's actually lodged in your tissues. It's like, there is that saying, what issues have you got in your tissues? And all the heaviness that we all the heaviness that we collect from everyday living. And we talked about, a problem shared is a problem halved, and that's valuable. But the value in that is then knowing that it's a shared experience. The risk of that is then sitting in that for too long. So it's like, tell your story. Tell your story, I say, no more than 3 times, and then it's time to move on. Not that I'm saying, everyone's different and you need different periods of time for dealing with different things, but be careful you don't start a downward spiral by ruminating on the negative aspects, because that's where things like this can lift and just give you a shift, which rises you above that vibration of sitting in the victim status, which, we can all get into very easily, and ruminating over things. And that it robs you of the present moment.
And the learning experience out of it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like getting every red light between you're in a hurry and you need to be at the other end of your journey, obviously, and you're getting every red light, but you're running late. Could it be the universe saying, it's okay, just slow down, stop
yes, yes,
stop focusing on the red light? Or else the time when you're doing a really good deed, you might be helping someone clean their house, and you kick your toe and you feel like you've broken it, sort of thing. You
yeah,
go, what was that? I'm doing a good deed. But
yes, yeah.
it could be just slow down,
Slow down.
but keep it in the presence. Oh, rainbow glasses, very nice. Um, but yeah, what was I thinking? The four agreements came to mind when you were talking about, okay, because the other day I mentioned in a yoga class that I was really annoyed that everybody got rain but my town, and we've got an empty rainwater tank now because I cleaned it out. But I'm glad I cleaned it out. But I was hoping to get some rain on that weekend, and I found myself really over focusing on it. And then I thought, we've got the bluest skies we've had for years,
Mm,
because every time we had fine weather, the government would do some burn-offs. And so
yeah,
we always had the dulled skies for a long time. And I thought, nah, look at it, beautiful blue skies. It will get to winter at some point. Our rainwater tank will fill. We do have scheme water, and I've got really good filters, so it doesn't actually matter.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Because
We can
for a
get
lot of
stuck on.
people,
Mm,
yeah, I was just
yeah,
focusing on I wanted my rainwater
yeah,
tank filled.
yeah, yeah.
But
A little
actually, look
bit.
at the blue skies while you got them.
Yeah,
It's going to get
yeah,
the winter soon enough.
yeah, true. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was really nice to have that shift of what
Hang on, I can add a
can
bit
you do
more.
about it, Karen, other than put out for rain in the way
Yeah,
Greg Braden was suggesting, as far as you don't keep saying you want rain, you imagine, you keep picturing it raining.
yes,
That's
yeah,
the picture.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just straightening up here. I had a bit of getting the
Looks like you
ninja.
got a beautiful rainbow hairband when
I
you got your
have,
hair.
and getting the ninja mask off was quite traumatic because the Velcro pulled half my hair out. That's why it's all looking so messy. Like this is risky. Oh,
Just
so I hope we've provided you with a little light entertainment. Oh, and a piece de resistance is coming up.
oh
Look at that.
dear.
That's a classic. And it goes so well with the green of your top. I love it. Love it.
And the green of the top is matching the background. Like
It
I
is.
so,
Yes,
so
excellent.
oh, now I can bring in the colour.
Oh, you put a little bit of colour on, but just before we say goodbye. And we just want to leave you with a little bit of light-heartedness. Oh, look. Oh, wow. Now, then that looks quite sophisticated, actually. That's very serious.
Well, it's me. Sophistication, Karen. Yeah, that goes hand in hand.
Oh, we hope
And
we've inspired you to have a little bit of fun and think about playing and can you get out and lighten up? And we've got a few other ideas that we'll bring over the next few weeks as well. So different things we can do. There's we need to start a revolution, adult play that's silly and fun, and get back to that nonsense and magic and lightheartedness. I think that's a good note. Have you got any closing comments, Karen?
I was going to, I haven't uploaded it off my phone, but me getting back into hula hooping,
That's what I'm.
like,
Yeah, we're going to bring that to you another day. Yes.
yeah. And, but also get out your coloured pencils or your paints and
Yeah.
just go for it. Plenty of how-to on YouTube if you want, if you're a little bit, OCD and want it done correctly. There's plenty
Yeah.
of people out there to help.
Yeah. 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 So see what you can do and share with us and take some photos and let's see if we can spread this. Let's see if we can spread this silliness around the world and create a bit of a wave of it.
Just lighten up.
Lighten up. So thank you for being with us today. If you like what we're doing, please hit the like button. Oh, side on views, excellent. You do that again, side on. Yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. Yeah, click the like if you like that mohawk. Subscribe because you never know what you're going to see next month. And we like to just finish with thriving in a changing world is what we're all about. And we know there's always more to learn. Having an open mind, remaining curious is the key to light-hearted living. Take care and we'll see you again soon.
And laugh out loud.
Laugh out loud. At us if you like. Bye.
Bye.
This content is created for informational purposes only. Always seek the guidance of a qualified health professional with any questions you may have regarding your personal health.